to all the hype.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And with the terrible towels waving loudly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading this crew out is their electrifying signal caller, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL MVP. You all know him, Steve Young. It's Young on first down. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A play fake. Now Young. He finds his man. Complete. That's Phillips. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Prescott. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Here comes Johnson on a return.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They run with Ford. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Young. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. That's taken it around the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Irvin, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It's Young off play action. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Draw play to Ford. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. First down, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
That's what love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Right side, it's Bettis. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Young, and his throw here is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Prescott's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Coleman will try up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 42-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Young's throw taken in by Grant. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now a first down throw for Young. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Young will set to throw. Gets this one to Hill. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more. Oh, look out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it. And really, no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Steve Young. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They run forward, Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They run again with Breida. Room here to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
He's got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. They find some open field here.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breida, they'll go up the middle. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A 1st down throw for Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.